Hi, I'm John from Just Whisky, and today it's just news. And if you stick around to the end, I'll tell you what I have in my glass as a mystery pour, taken from G Whiskey's book. And remember, folks, it's just whiskey, and it can also be just music. I am going to talk about some new releases coming up. But I'm also going to talk about my new channel quickly. It's called Just Music, and I revisit my old concert stubs. I've saved them all, and I reflect on my top 20 albums of all time, my top 10 concerts of all time, where that band was then, where they are now, and everything related to music, which has been my passion since I was 14 years old. Like, what was my first album I bought? What are my favorite bands? What bands am I going to see in concert this year? And when I do, I'll give a review of those concerts, that type of thing. However, since it's a brand new channel, the YouTube algorithm, hasn't picked up on my channel yet, even though I have, I think, 4 episodes on there. And so some of my subscribers have been asking, hey, how do I can't find your channel. So in every show that I do for Just Whiskey, I'm going to put a link to my latest Just Music. So you can click on that and please subscribe. The more subscribers I have in Just Music, easier it will be able to be found in the algorithm. So anyway, yeah, new releases. I've talked about a couple of these in the past, but I have a little bit more information. So the much anticipated from Tobermory Distilleries, Ledaig 10 cask strength is finally available. And it's the first spirit from their brand new stills, which were made 10 years ago. So this is this should prove interesting. So they replaced the stills 10 years ago. This 10-year-old is all from that original distillate from the brand new stills. And it's 100% second fill ex-bourbon. And it's going to be cask strength. I'm not sure of the ABV. The prices on it are going to be, I think, in euros, about $85, 85 euros, and about 105 US. However, I have a feeling with the tariffs and taxes and things of that nature, I have a feeling for the United States it's going to cost more than that, which sometimes happens. Even the Tobermory 12. In the UK, you can find it all day long for 45 euros. In the States, it's $100 and up. So some things have a markup on them. But I'm very much looking forward to that. And then Talisker is coming out with yet another limited release, kind of taking like, it's not the second release, but the Talisker Parlay, which they donated money to the Wildest Seas for ocean preservation. I reviewed this one. So the new one is called the Wild Blue, and it's NAS, but it's finished 16 months in South African red wine casks. And it's going to be at 48.2% ABV, and it's going to be about 85 euros, which equates to about 100 US at this time, give or take. It's the new Wilder Blue is going to be made from 100% recycled glass, and €3 donation per bottle sold will be donated to Blue Marine ocean ecological charities. I'm looking forward to that one, although I'm not a big fan yet of red wine maturations, but I'm a big Talisker fan, and I am looking forward to it. Also, too, Ardnamurchan has two new releases coming out, which is one is the Mezcal, which I believe, Mezcal, which is the first time they've done that, and then Madeira, which is the second time they've done that. So the specs on the Mezcal, they only using distillate from 2017, 100% peated ex-bourbon casks. So this Mezcal is 6 years matured in the peated ex-bourbon and then transferred for 18 months in Mezcal. So 7.5 years, they're probably still going to call it a NAS, and that's going to come in at 55% ABV. The price is usually in the U.S. sub $100, probably I'm guessing around 80 to 90-ish, somewhere in that range. And the Madeira, the cask makeup on that is 60% unpeated, 40% peated, 52% ABV, and that one has an outturn of 19,000 bottles. 5 years in ex-bourbon and 2 years in Madeira. So that's another 7-year-old. Again, I'm not exactly sure on the price on that. And then something I just kind of got a kick out of, Crown Royal, Canadian Crown Royal, is coming out with a new chocolate-flavored, quote, whiskey, which I'm intrigued by because I'm a big chocolate lover. If it's natural chocolate, I might be interested in it. If it's totally artificial in flavoring, I'll pass on it. But it comes in at 35% ABV, which in Canada they can get away with that. But in the United States and the rest of the world, I believe it has to be a minimum of 40% ABV. Otherwise, it's considered a liqueur. But it's limited edition. It's going to come in at 40% ABV, and it's probably gimmicky, but it did catch my eye. That's all I have to say for the Just News. I'm going to talk about real quickly this mystery pour, which will be my next review or upcoming review. And again, check out the link below for my new channel, Just Music. So in the mystery pour is going to be the Dalmore 14-year-old, which comes in at 43.8% ABV, and it's matured in American White Oak ex-bourbon and Pedro Jimenez sherry casks. The only reason I bought this is because I heard when it first came out 2 or 3 years ago, 2 or 3 reviewers were really praising it. That's why I bought it. Stick around for my take on it. I have a fun little story with it. I'm keeping my poker face on. So thanks for tuning in, folks. Just Whiskey, Just News, and Just Music. Consider becoming a Patreon or PayPal donation with the links below as well. Take care, folks.